Vbeast guys, what's up? Let's shoot this video, get it going, man. Oh man, I decided to go a different way and I got a little bit lost. I was like, wait a minute, I know where I'm at. So I'm back. Ooh, wow. Let's not go through this road. That's insanely bumpy. Oh, all right. Some of you may notice that I have some full finger gloves on. Yeah, I decided to get me a pair of full finger gloves. I do have some, but it's a little hot here in Texas as of late, so I decided to get some very cool looking ones. Well, I think they're cool, and they're actually very cool feeling because, well, they're meshy. They're very meshy. There's no knuckle gear or anything like that. If anybody is interested, I'll put the model and stuff in the description below. They're from Fly. I don't know if that's Fly Racing, Fly something. But yeah, so far these things are great. I've been riding with them for a little bit, and I enjoy them a lot. One thing that is freaking awesome is they are touch screen compatible. It has like a little, well, look, has like a band around my first finger, which, what is that, the index finger? And so it allows me to touch my phone and stuff, which is fine. If I get a text message, I could just shoo it away, get it off the screen or whatever. But let's get into this video. So I want to really talk about something that's been out for a while. It's the Chieftain, Indian Chieftain Elite and the Indian Chieftain Limited. Well, the Limited is the cheaper of the two. Well, what's the difference between them? You know, any of you have watched my videos, I really have kind of expressed that I do not enjoy the whole Indian motorcycle thing with their weird swoopy fenders, because it's just not my style. And you know, I ride a Victory and they're no longer available, so what the heck am I gonna do? Anyways, Indian or Polaris are trying to appease my crowd, are trying to please us. So what are they doing? They took Victory away, and then they put a 19-inch hoop on the front of that motorcycle. They took out that weird swoopy fender that is very retro and not very good looking in my personal opinion. Yeah, so what did they do? Well, they cut that swoopy fender, they cut all the side out basically is what they said, but it's a totally different fender, and it really shows off the wheel. Now, I do think that 19-inch hoop on there looks pretty good, and so does the fender, but for me it still doesn't do it. Well, forget about the aesthetics or what I am looking at right now. What the heck is the difference between the two models? Well, the difference is, honestly, not much. The Elite is the more expensive model. The Unlimited, is it the Limited? Yeah, the Limited is the less expensive choice. Well, what the heck do you get between, what is the difference between the two? Well, first off, it's a $7,000 difference. Holy cannoli, a $7,000 difference. So you must get a significant amount of things that are different in that motorcycle, right? Well, let's see. From what I can remember, the difference between the two, the extra $7,000 will get you 2 extra speakers, which is 100 more watts of sound than the Limited. Okay, you get LED bulbs. Okay, you get premium paint, they say, but it only looks like one thing. It's like a red with some, I mean, it's a nice paint job, I'll give it that. It is a very nice paint job. And well, what else does it have? I'm trying to think. Nothing? Oh wait, it does have one extra thing. Yes, one extra thing. And that is, wait, what was it? Oh yeah, motorcycle. Yeah, it has passenger floorboards. And guess what? That's all you get for $7 grand. For $7 grand? Come on, man. You could get a paint job for like $3 grand. Of course, it's not going to be that extensive, but it's going to be a nice looking paint job. But you know, the best part is, it's going to be a paint job that no one else has. If you go out and you buy that Chieftain Elite, that paint job is going to be a paint job that thousands of other people are going to have. I'd rather go out and spend the extra money for someone else to do something that I like, that I know is completely different that no one else could get. So, yeah, they both come with pretty much everything else. What is that? Well, one thing is an adjustable, electronically adjustable windscreen. Yeah, electronically adjustable windscreen. And before I get ran over for talking all this stuff, let's just pull in here and take a look-see at this place. Anyways, so yeah, the adjustable windscreen. Of course, it has the 111 Thunderstroke engine. And, well, I mean, everything else. It has a leather seat. It has cruise control, ABS. It has a 7-inch touchscreen. Yes, a 7-inch touchscreen. Yeah. Whatever. Infotainment center. So it's got all that stuff. I mean, it has everything else except for those 3 things that I mentioned. Those 3 things are not, in my opinion, worth $7,000 extra dollars. Are you kidding me? Ooh, this looks like it could be a great spam drop. Ooh, don't come outside. If you do, it's okay. Man, I just like those things. They're so cool. I love their engine. And it's like, don't touch my bike. Sorry, guy. I had to spam drop you. If you watch it. Oh man, I like your bike. Yamaha's bagger. Looks like it may be doing some work to it. You don't have a stereo in there. Anyways, what the heck was I talking about? I don't remember. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to mention, since I saw the dude had no stereo in there. Yeah, on the Chieftain, I mean, what is up with the dash, man? Is it just me, or does it look like Johnny 5? Yeah, I don't really like that thing. It's so weird looking. I think that is a very odd looking, in my opinion. I don't like that dash whatsoever. I mean, yeah, it's got a 7-inch touchscreen. Whoop-de-doo. It has 2 round things and a square thing in the middle. It looks a little off. Okay, what's going on here? I have no idea. I've never been in here. Ooh, look, speed bumps. This is nothing for a motorcycle. All we do is cut in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, anyways, so, I mean, $7,000, you don't really get much. Well, let's look on the other side of the spectrum. The other side is Harley Davidson. Let's look at the Street Glide, not the Road Glide with the not the body mounted or frame mounted fairing. Let's go ahead and look at the fork mounted fairing. Yeah, so let's look at the Street Glide. There's the Street Glide, like the regular one, and then there's the Street Glide Special. Okay, the price difference between those 2 motorcycles is a whopping $2,700. Yeah, what the heck? I went from Indian $7,000 to Harley Davidson, a $2,700 difference. What? Are you serious? I mean, the Harley doesn't come with remote bags. I mean, is that worth $7,000? Granted, the Indian does come with a lot more things than the Harley Davidson. But for those looking for a bagger that is reasonably priced, I mean, none of these are actually reasonably priced unless you buy them used. Then they're going to be pretty much reasonably priced. And that's pretty much going to be the Indian though. So the price difference is completely insane on the Indians, and it's, well, in Harley Davidson's favor, it is much more reasonable. The Street Glide, I think, starts, the black Street Glide regular one is like 20,000 blah blah blah. It's like $20,000 and some couple $100, 20,499 or 599 or something like that. Whatever. It's 20 G's, right? $2,700. You get the special. And what's the difference between the 2? well, on the special you get a 6.5-inch infotainment center, touchscreen, GPS, stuff like that. Just the same thing that the Indian has, but it's actually a little bit slower. Let me get over here. Speed-wise on the infotainment center. And the Harleys, both of them come with a 19-inch wheel up front. So they got 19-inch hoops on the front and 16-inch on the back. Now, they do have a classic fairing, which is a bat wing fairing. Harley Davidson is known for that. I actually prefer the bat wing fairing over the weird looking Indian fairing that looks like it was just smooshed on there. I don't know. I don't enjoy its aesthetics more. I don't really enjoy it too much. I mean, I don't know. I don't like it as I look at it. Maybe it would be something that would grow on me if I bought an Indian, which I don't think I will. I'm just gonna write this. But I think the Indians might have smaller bags. I do not know for sure. But last time I looked at an Indian's bag and a Harley Davidson bag, the Harleys did actually look a little bigger. Of course, I'm used to these big old gigantic-sized bags here on this bike. But I mean, if you're looking for a cheaper bagger, you gotta go Harley. The 107 Milwaukee 8 motor has definitely proven itself, except for the small little recall they had on a clamp that was holding one of the oil hoses. Yeah. So it wasn't actually the engine, it was just a little clamp, guys, just a little clamp. And I'm kind of going all over the place with this, but the Indian also has, I think it's 7 more foot-pounds of torque than the Milwaukee 8 Now, Indian doesn't offer anything but the 111 Thunderstroke. Harley Davidson offers the 107 and I believe the 114 Milwaukee 8. And also, Harley Davidson offers an upgrade. I think it's a stage 4. I don't know. Somebody who owns a Harley, please correct me. I believe it's a stage 4 and it's like a cam, the 114 pistons, and you know, they do a bunch of stuff to it, air cleaner, tuner, but it's amazing. So far what I've heard from people that had it done to their Harley Davidson, it's just insane, and I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, whatever. I think that is a very good motor thus far. There's no problems with it. But you know, there's different things that the Indian does have that the Harley doesn't have, and then the Harley also likewise has things that the Indian doesn't have. Now, one thing I also want to point out, because a lot of it, at least by me, first it's the mechanical. If it's pretty solid, then I'm in. And then I look at aesthetics. Now, on the Indian, I don't know if it's just me, but I did ask Miss Vbeast. I said, does anything look off to you, like body-wise or anything like that? Exhaust or anything to you? So she looked at the Chieftain and she goes, yeah, that piece right there. Oh, what piece? The piece that's in between the bag and the tank. I'm not talking about the seat. I'm talking about the side panel. Yeah, the side panel. Everybody, look at this. Is it just me? Is it just Miss Vbeast? Is it just my rest of my family looking at it and saying, you know what? That thing looks odd. I mean, right? Doesn't it look a little bulbous? Kind of filling in a space that probably shouldn't be filled in. It's kind of messing with the flow, right? It's not just me. I don't know. Those kind of things kind of they throw me off, to be honest. The fairing and that, they really throw me off. And I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let me know what you guys think about that. Maybe it's not just me. But anyways, until then, guys, keep it Vbeast mode and right till the wheels fall off. This has been another random weekday video by your very own Vbeast. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Most of all, have a Vbeast day.